The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough, join the family. It's all love while we laugh at Bert's criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, hey, hey. Come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Ooh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, hey, hey. Come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh please, the puppies need me. Oh please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, hey, hey. Come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hey, 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 hey. Y'all, if you could drop a number 1 in the comment section, pretty please, so that I know you can hear me and I can hear you in our own little way. Y'all already know. Thanks, Blue. Thanks, Mama. Hey, Audra. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Indy. Welcome, everybody, to the sofa. Thank you for being here and keeping in touch. How are you doing? I hope everybody's doing lovely. Y'all, Slow Morrison is in the chat. Slow is the one who did the song for us, so give him a round of applause. I can't stop singing it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Lauren. I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Shayna, how's it going? Hey, RJB. Hey, Connie. Hey, Pam. Hey, Karen. Hey, Pubs. Hey, Mad. All these familiar faces. Hey, Karen again. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Jason. Lynette. Slow. So, hello, everybody, right? I hope y'all are doing well. So a couple of things. First of all, today was like not technically, first day of jury selection. So what I'm going to do is this. I am going to, number 1, we're going to kind of like go over a few of like the highlights of them or whatever. I've been going through people's tweets and whatnot. For the main channel, I put a members video out there earlier today where I literally was like doing a test of recording myself on the phone. What I think I'm going to do for like quick thoughts on like daily update type stuff is do a literal recording on my phone and upload it directly for the other channel, because what we're going to be doing over here is like live streaming it and all that kind of thing, like while it's going on once the actual trial starts. Technically the trial started, but it is in jury selection phase, right? And so I'm going to do that just for quick updates or whatever. So they won't be fancy. They're not going to be, not that we're credentialed, but they're not going to even be sofa credentialed. It's just going to be like a quick little, here's some random thoughts, whatever, from what we watched on the live stream over here. So I'm not like ignoring the main channel, if that makes sense. So there's that. Now, pardon me. Also, I have a video. It's like a 30-minute video about all the motions, but it was filmed before today. So I'll probably post it in the morning just to go ahead and like get it there, because I had like some thoughts, obviously, my commentary on it. But we've gotten resolutions to those things, but I didn't know that at the time of the filming. So if that makes sense. So that's just kind of all that. Now, my credentials, I know it looks gross, but it's chocolate and coffee. So, what was I going to say? We're going to be looking at, okay, so hold on, time out. Let me get my thoughts, done. Okay. We're going to go over a couple of the highlights from the thing. The biggest highlight, really, and let me put my thing up here. The biggest highlight for me today is that Nate Eaton is not going to be a witness, right? In the capacity that Lori was allegedly trying to make him so he can cover the trial, all that kind of stuff, right? So I got a bunch of his tweets that I'll be going over. Hey, John, how's it going? And the other thing. And so, yes, that was like major or whatever. It sounds like Lori got, a little ruffled here and there. Of course, she tried to get the case thrown out. Some of her witnesses were not subpoenaed. So it's like if they're not subpoenaed, they don't have to show up. She tried to, it sounds like, well, let me look at hold up, please hold. Let me look this up before I say it because I'm getting ready to say the wrong thing. I don't want to do all that. So Vallow says, this is per Justin Lum. Vallow says it's not her intention to keep Nate Eaton out of the courtroom. She says she had to laugh at that argument. She didn't know that a witness would be prevented from being in the courtroom. We're so sure. Okay, Lori on Nate. He had off-the-record conversations with prosecutor. He's kind of made himself a witness. Long story short, judge strikes that down. Then Justin says, Vallow Daybell just fired off in the state regarding her witnesses she's noticed. She's clearly upset. The judge says he's trying to figure out if her witnesses have relevant information. He says maybe we should take it up as we progress through. Then on to the defense wanting to exclude 3 witnesses, including Kay Woodcock, of course. Christina Atwood is relevant, the state says, because of what Lori allegedly told her about Charles Vallow being possessed. Nancy J. Hancock is another witness who is the last person to see Charles alive before he went to Lori's home. She told him to tell Lori he changed the beneficiary on his life insurance policy. Kay Woodcock is Charles' sister and was made the new beneficiary on his policy. She also has a lot of information from Charles on his issues with Lori. Vallow says that they all compare each other's notes and talk about the case and should be excluded. Judge denies her motion and says she can still object with hearsay during trial. This is going to be so long-winded, y'all. Witness number 1, Nate Eaton, which was Nate Eaton. I'm reading a thing by him. Witness number 2, I can't read it from here, sorry. Witness number 3, Gabrielle. He was Lori and Charles' LDS bishop. Matthew Ballard, an attorney with the LDS Church, told Trina K that Bonilla had not been served with a subpoena. Something that's major. Lori says her witnesses are going to fill in the blanks. Judge says that makes it hard to assess why they need to be a witness. These people have relevant information to the state's case, what they're accusing me of. Lori says there are limitations because she is incarcerated. I've done everything in my power to prepare and give over to the state what they need as an incarcerated person at a maximum security jail. Lori passionately says that she needs these witnesses to lay foundation. This is a trial by ambush. The state is trying to say, okay, you want your speedy trial? We're not going to let you defend yourself. So good luck. Have a nice day. That's why attorneys take a long time to prepare for trial. They need to give notice to witnesses. I mean, he basically told her off. Then Justin Lum talks about the kind of people they're seeing dismissed and whatnot. He says, besides financial, caregiver, and language hardships, we are seeing people excused immediately and without follow-up if they have knowledge of the case. Interesting to see how quickly we went through this batch, he says. Then he retweets somebody, Habib Obi, question 18, excluding a number of potential jurors, perceived bias towards police. And then, where are we at now? Where are we at now? Judge granted our motion. My name has been struck from the witness list. This is Nate Eaton. And Lori asked for clarification and a minute entry from March 25th regarding her restraints. She is not wearing handcuffs or ankle shackles. Judge says she has to wear the RACC belt. It won't be visible to the jury. Lori responds, their recommendation is you wouldn't need to use the belt at all if there is an armed guard. The judge says he understands, but his order is she wear the belt. Jury selection begins tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Lots to talk about tonight. Courtroom Insider, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So be sure and check him out. Hidden True Crime. I believe Lauren is there in person. Check her out too. So there's that. Now, those are like some of the highlights of that, right? So you already know they're like, no, girl, you're wearing the belt. We've seen what Ted Bundy did up in here. Okay, we ain't gonna do that. Oh, Emily, how are you doing? Y'all, Emily's getting all moved in. I'm feeding it. How's it going? It's good seeing all y'all familiar faces. Also, y'all, hey Sandy, y'all send love to Tori and company. For those who don't know, she's going through kind of like a last week of life with a pet. It's absolutely heartbreaking. So send her love, send her heart, send her everything. She's like absolutely making the last week like every dog's dream come true, right? Ouch. That just hit my ear. Sorry. So that being said, I want to look something up over here real quick too. Now, what we had regularly scheduled, and please hold real quick before I speak. Please hold. I know I'm asking. Please hold. Okay, please hold. Okay, please hold. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. I don't understand. Why is that? I'm just looking at this other screen here. Okay, where are the? Okay, so let me come back to y'all. What I want to do is this. Hey Charlie, hey Northwest, hey Pam, hey Heather Feather. So tonight we're gonna be doing a couple of things. We're gonna continue on like our little recap, whatever. We're gonna watch Alex Cox interview. This is what so Alex Cox is the one who killed well, I mean, there's several people involved here. This is Lori's brother. He killed Charles, he killed numerous people. It is obviously behooves them to blame everything on Alex for the most part, right? So what we're going to do is watch some of this. Now his is like 2 hours and something. We're not going to get through the whole thing because it's a lot, right? But we're going to watch some of it. Now also just be forewarned, the image you're going to be seeing of him is the back of his head with his injury. Okay. So there's just going to be blood is what I'm getting at. So just know that this is after the murder of Charles Vallow. This is the trial we're getting ready to go into. And yeah, there's that. So please hold. Please hold. My credentials, the sofa in my sass. Thank you. I hope everybody had a lovely day, a lovely Monday. I'm just reading some of your comments. Hey, Ann Barry. Hey, Carol. Hey, Culinary Crime. How's it going? Hey, Diva. What's up? Hey, Jenny. And side note, y'all. So I don't know if I told you, but prison phone calls from prison so that I could use like react to their their content. They get the phone calls and stuff. It's like Stephen Stearns, like these really interesting phone calls. So I've been downloading the what do you call it? The phone call from Stephen Stearns today. It's like 3 hours. I'm gonna try and get through the whole thing like in one recording maybe. I don't know if I can or not. It might be broken up into a couple. Now a lot of you have already heard that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to do my commentary on it because the little bits and pieces that I was listening to coming in and out or whatever, I was like, oh my God. Because I only listened to the highlights from like Court TV and whatnot. Y'all, yeah, if you don't know their channel, Phone Calls from Prison, y'all, you will literally come up in like 2 weeks. Okay. All these phone calls that you see, they've got them, right? They've got them. They do the FOIA, they get it. And it's like the unadulterated phone calls. So it's, it is what it is. So be on the lookout for those. Now, so a quick update, Nate Eaton is not on the witness list. Okay. He is not on there. So he can speak, he can, do everything. So that part will be, you know, good that he can be in the room and the courtroom and whatnot doing his thing or whatever. So that being said, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to the other screen where Alex Cox is, you know, doing his interview. We're going to watch it again. It's like 2+ hours. We ain't going to watch that whole thing. Okay. We're going to kind of fast forward to the dead parts and, like, you know, whatever. We might speed it up some, but you know the vibe. So please help. And also, as usual, press a number 1 if you can hear them talking once I press play. Okay, where did y'all go? Okay, here's this. Okay, let's.
Is in this place. Do you need to use the restroom or anything?
I'm good right now.
Okay. I'll have you put your sunglasses here. Just sit your drinks down. But I'll have you sit over here. Let me see your hair real quick.
Yeah.
I can get some photos of that. It's starting to, how's it feel right now?
A little sore, but not bad.
Okay. Any headaches you have at all right now? No?
A little bit.
Just a little bit? Okay. You're not feeling nauseous or anything?
A little, but not bad.
Okay. Do you want me to call paramedics, check you out, or?
No, I think it's more adrenaline than anything.
Gotcha. Do you have any medical issues that might be underlying that?
Yeah, I'm slightly overweight.
Yeah, okay, well, join the club. Other than that, high blood pressure or anything, or you take medication that you need to have?
No. Just
Okay.
It was a little high in my last physical, but not.
Oh, okay.
Nothing major, no medication or anything like that.
Good, okay.
Hey, Rob, if you don't mind hanging tight, do you need another water or are you good? Oh, you got one?
I got an extra.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
I'll be right back. Rob.
Yep, all right.
Now you see this number 1. You see the little thing in the back of his head. You know, he's coming in. Remember, he's just killed a man. He's cheery. He's laughing. He's doing this. He's doing that. It's you know, it's a vibe.
I'm all set, Rob.
Okay.
If you're good.
Yep, I'm good. The only thing is what he was using to clean his head. Other than that, this is all his property.
Okay.
I didn't call him any detective to have that.
Photograph you did?
No, I did
Okay.
not. I did not.
If you could have a call one for
Yep,
the
I'll
interview
do it
room
right now.
downstairs. Thank you.
bet. Are we still on pot?
I think they were going to clear it, but I had my radio off. All right, Alexander. My name's Nate Moffett. I'm a detective with the police department. I want to walk through what happened today. Let me just write a couple of things down. So, are you still living out on Cherie Street?
Yep.
Okay. So, 6. Are you working right now?
I'm off this week
Okay. Well, where do you work at? What do you do for them?
on traffic truck. Mostly hauling has waste.
Okay. What's the cell phone number for you? Okay. What about Soch? Okay, I have very little understanding or knowledge of what happened. Patrol kind of, the officer that talked to you out there, it kind of turns into the phone game. So, you know what I mean? When they go, yeah, this is what he says, but they're kind of rambling through it real fast. And same with your sister. Your sister's name is Lori or Lauren?
Lori.
Lori. Lori. Okay. So the big thing I want to do is just make sure that we have all the details accurate and factual.
Yep.
So, because kind of some of the information we got from patrol didn't really match up what Lori told us compared to. So, walk me through what happened today.
Well, I stayed the night at my sister's.
Okay.
We were planning to go do something fun day. We hadn't really decided. I was thinking maybe I was going to take her to the range.
Okay.
Or go do something.
Okay.
I don't know, take JJ to some water park or movies or whatever. So I stayed there last night, and then this morning Charles showed up, and I don't know what started it.
And Charles is your brother-in-law. He and Lori are married.
Yes.
Okay.
So he showed up. He was following her and yelling. And then I got between them. And then Tylee came out with her bat. And I had separated them for a minute. And then my sister had walked around me. They're in the living room. And then Charles was following Lori and yelling. And Tylee told him to get back. She took her bat like that and shoved him, and he took the bat away. And I said, "What are you doing?" And I got between them, and then he hit me. And I just went down, and when I got up, he was still yelling. And so I went into the bedroom where I was staying, grabbed my gun, I came back.
Okay.
And told him to put the gun down, or the bat down. And he came at me and was saying, what are you going to do? Like that, and coming to me with the bat. I said, put it down. He wouldn't. He came at me, so.
Okay. So when that argument first started between Lori and Charles, where in the house were they?
I don't know.
Okay. Where did you first?
I was in my bedroom.
Okay, so you were in your
bedroom,
and you heard the argument.
When they came right towards me.
Okay, so they were coming down the hallway towards the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, so you hear the argument, you step out, what's the first thing that you see?
Charles chasing after Lori and yelling.
Okay. Had Tylee already gotten the bat? Did he already have the bat? Okay.
No.
So Charles is coming towards Lori.
He's coming towards Lori, and I shoved him back.
Okay.
And I said, "What are you doing?" Because he's coming at her aggressively.
Okay.
He's a big dude, so he's not gonna hurt my sister.
Okay. So he's coming at her.
Yeah.
And you shoved him back.
Yeah.
What happened right after that? And that's I'm sorry to interrupt you.
He got back up and he comes right to me, doesn't look at me, and continues to yell at Lori.
Okay.
So he's maybe this far away.
Are you in the hallway of the house, or where
right close to the doorway of that bedroom?
Of the bedroom you were staying?
Yes.
Okay. So you're right near the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
So then, I don't remember why, he backed up, and then my sister came around behind me, and they ended up in the living room, and then while they're on the way to the living room, Tylee comes out of her bedroom, which is adjacent to the one I was staying in.
Okay.
With her bat.
Okay.
Yelling at Charles. Actually, she was behind Charles at first, and then she cut around in front of him in the living room.
Okay. So he then went back. They went back towards the living room.
Yes.
After you shoved him. Did he fall to the ground when you shoved him?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So he falls to the ground. He gets back up. You're blocking between him and Lori.
Yes.
And he basically is talking past you, still yelling at Lori.
Yes. Exactly.
What's he saying?
I don't remember.
Okay. So as you're standing there between them, what happened right after that? Is that when Tylee came out with her bat?
No, he backed up.
Okay.
He yelled something, and then he backed up, and then Lori went by me and around me in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So he backed up. I had cleared the doorway. So then she came around, and then Charles was behind her, pursuing her again aggressively.
Okay.
Tylee came out, yelled at him with the bat.
Okay. And are you guys in the living room then, or still in the
Yeah,
hallway?
it starts in the hallway and then goes to the living room.
Okay.
So Tony gets around him in the living room, he stops, kind of goes around to the front of him, tells him to back off.
What I find it easiest to do in situations like this.
I mean, he makes it out like
Kind of
Tyler's
draw
the
like a
aggressor.
rough floor plan.
Sure. So we'll make this the living room.
Thank you, Lauren.
And then this is the hallway.
Okay.
And then this is the kitchen. So Tyler's bedroom is here, my bedroom is here, and then the living room is here.
Okay. We just put living room on there, so I know. And then you said that's kitchen.
Yeah.
And then.
So the doorway's here.
Okay. Is this area of the house where all of this incident was focused
Yes.
at? Okay.
Yep. And then there's another bedroom here. This is JJ's bedroom.
Okay. So you first get involved when they're down by your room.
They come all the way into the, she comes in the room, he comes right here, and I stopped it right here.
Okay, so she came into your room.
Yeah.
Okay. So she comes into your room. He's coming at her
Yeah.
aggressively, and
Yeah.
that's when you pushed him.
Yep.
So you push him down.
Yep.
And then he gets back up.
Yeah. And
And
then he yells, and then he backs up,
okay.
and then Lori goes around and goes around him, and they're still going at it.
Okay.
And then Tiny comes out when she hears what's going on. She has her bat.
Okay. Is it a metal bat?
Yeah, it's
Plastic
a
bat?
aluminum bat.
Okay.
So she comes at him because she's tiny, so that's like her thing. You know, she doesn't have anything, but she wants to help defend her mom.
Okay.
So she comes at him, and then when
And they've already moved back
Right,
towards the living
so they're
room.
going this way.
Okay.
So Lori's here, Tylee's here, Charles is here. I'm here. Tylee goes at him with the bat. Then he takes the bat away from her, and I step towards him, and he turned around and cracked me.
Is that for the injury that's
Yes.
caused on your head? Okay.
Well, there was some shoving first, and I got spun around
Okay.
and then popped. So I go back here, grab my gun, and come back out. He's still yelling and threatening me.
Okay.
And then, so I was standing here, and he was there.
Okay. So you're standing right there. He's
Yeah.
right here.
He's there.
And you said, what happened? What happened when you came out with the gun?
I said, put that bat down. He's like, what are you going to do? It's like, you're going to threaten me? I said, no, I'm just going to defend myself. So you put that bat down. He goes, what are you going to do like that? And he came at me,
Okay.
and he'd already hit me in the head.
Okay. So he came at you at the bat. What
Yeah.
was he doing with the bat when he came at you?
It was in his right hand like this.
Okay. So he's holding it low and he's coming at
Yeah.
you. Okay. So you gave him, how many times would you say you told him to like put the bat down?
Once?
Once? Okay. And then he started advancing towards you.
Yes.
How many shots did you fire?
I don't know. A couple.
Okay. Were Tylee and your sister,
I didn't see him, so I don't know where
Okay.
they were.
where's JJ at during all of this?
He's already out in the car.
Okay, so he's sitting out in the car.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. But you, as far as you think or understand, you're not sure where they were.
Correct.
He's in the corner of the living
Yeah,
room.
they were no longer in the room
Okay,
when I come back out.
okay. So they're out of the room, so
Yeah.
it's just you and him.
Yes.
And he basically comes at you with the bat.
Yeah.
You tell him to put it down.
Yeah.
He's threatened, like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And what'd you tell him?
I didn't say anything. He's coming at me, and I'm holding the gun.
Okay,
If you're gonna attack someone with a gun, you gotta be ready for the repercussions.
yeah. So I just want to make sure, because
Yeah.
he basically, you had said earlier that he had the bat.
Yeah.
And he's asked, like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And you had already told him to put the bat down, and then he just came at you,
Yeah.
and you shot him.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're thinking a couple times?
It was more than one shot.
Okay. So more than one shot. What kind of gun was it?
45.
Okay. What make?
It's a Springfield XDM,
Okay. So it's an XDM 45.
Yeah.
What type of ammo were you carrying in it? Do you know?
just standard.
Like full metal jacket?
Yeah.
Target shooting? Okay.
Yeah.
So you fire a couple times.
Yeah.
You don't know where they're at.
They're gone.
They're gone. What happened right after that?
Right after that, I went to the kitchen and rinsed my hands off because I
Okay.
had blood on the back of my head. And then I went back into the room and put the gun down and grabbed my phone, and then went back into the kitchen and called 911.
Okay. And then, did you see your sister and Tylee again? Did they come back in or not?
Not till they drove up.
Okay. Then they drove up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
When they drove up outside.
Gotcha.
I mean, barely a wound back there.
What's going on with Charles and Lori? I mean, does he live there?
No.
Okay. So where's he living now?
He lives in Houston.
Okay. For work, or are they separated, or?
Separated and for work.
Okay. So both. How long have they been
split
separated?
Up, January.
Okay. So 6 months or so, 6, 7 months.
Yeah. He's had some pretty erratic behavior since that split up.
Okay.
He came and threatened me and Tylee at my house. I don't remember, in February or March or whatever.
Okay.
And there was a little confrontation though, from mostly between Tylee and Charles.
Were the police involved in that one?
No.
Okay.
No. I was just supervising to make sure that he didn't hurt her.
Okay. So, was he working out of state before January, or?
He always has worked out of state.
Okay, so he always works out of state. What's he do for a living?
He does annuities.
Okay. So, what was he in town for today? Does he come into town often, or?
Occasionally to see JJ.
Okay. Is he JJ and Tylee's dad?
He's JJ's dad. Well, actually, he's Charles's nephew. He's his niece's kid.
JJ is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was a meth addict, and they adopted JJ.
Okay. So they adopted JJ,
Yeah.
but Tylee is not.
Not his.
Okay.
So he would be a stepdad, I guess.
Okay, so stepdad. When's the last time he's been in town, or when's the last time you've seen him?
Last time I saw him was at my house in February, March.
Okay. Was he here last night? Did you guys have any interactions with last night?
No.
Is there any history of domestic violence between Lori and Charles?
Not physically that I know of.
Okay. So, how old is Charles?
60, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. How old's your sister?
44 or 5.
Okay.
Is it sad that I don't know?
I have to do the math. Don't worry about it.
It's hard enough remembering my own age.
Right. Each birthday, you're like, that didn't happen.
After 45, who cares?
The way that Alex laughs about his little jokes
there anything else
really
that
gets
you
under
think
my
of?
skin.
That I didn't ask about that I need to know right now.
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Did Lori ever say, like in the last couple of days, that Charles was coming to town?
Yeah, she said he was coming to pick up JJ.
Okay. So you guys were expecting him to show up today?
Yeah.
Okay. So you knew, okay. It wasn't like he just showed up unexpectedly?
No, it wasn't
Okay.
a surprise or anything like that.
But you don't know what they were arguing or
No.
fighting about?
His behavior was a surprise, but him showing up was not a surprise.
Okay. Let me just walk you through my understanding of it.
Yeah.
To make sure that I'm accurate. You were in your room.
Yeah.
Had you even gotten up and like been out of your room this
Yeah,
morning?
brush my teeth.
Okay. So you're in your room. You hear.
I'm just on the phone, and then I just hear them coming around the hall quick.
Had you seen Charles before, or like that morning?
No.
Okay. So
No.
you hear them arguing.
Yeah.
And by
First
the
time I
time
see him is at the doorway.
at your
Then
doorway.
I shoved him back.
So Lori comes into your room.
Yep.
You're in your room.
Yep.
You get up at the doorway and basically get between him and Lori.
Yep.
You push Charles back.
Yep.
He probably fell down to the ground or did fall to the ground.
He stumbled back.
Okay. So he stumbles back. He comes right back up
Yep.
and he's talking past you,
Yes.
still yelling at Lori.
Yes.
But you don't know what he was yelling
I
about.
don't remember.
Okay. So at some point in time, Charles backs up. Lori comes out and they both go around you and towards the living room.
Yes.
Tylee comes out of her room with a bat.
Yep.
And basically they've made their way into the living room.
Yes.
So Tylee pokes her dad in the bat.
In the front, in the
At the front.
chest.
Okay, so
Or stomach,
she's
yeah.
come around this way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she's come around.
So
And,
this is Tylee, and that's Charles.
okay, so she pokes him in the bat
Yeah.
or in the chest with the bat.
Yeah.
You know how many times about or
Just once, and then
Just
he
once.
grabbed that.
so he grabs the bat and takes it away. You come towards him.
Yeah.
And then what happened right after that?
He shoved me and spun me around,
Okay.
and then cracked me in the back of the head.
Cracked you in the back of the head. He hit you one time?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back to your room.
I stumbled forward, yeah, and then I went back in there.
Did you fall to the ground when you got hit with the bat?
No, my head bounced.
Okay. So you go back to your room.
Yeah.
Get the gun.
Yeah.
Come back to the living room.
Yeah.
Now, Tylee and Lori are gone.
Yeah.
And
It's just me and Charles in the living room.
okay. And Charles, what's he doing again?
He's got the bat,
Okay.
and he's looking at me, and he's going, "What?" And I told him, I said, "Charles, put that bat down." And he goes, "What are you gonna do about it?"
How are you holding the gun when that happened? Okay, so you're pointing it at him.
Yeah.
You tell him, Charles, put the gun down,
Yeah.
or put the bat down.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say?
He's like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Okay.
And then comes at me.
Okay. And then you fire a couple times.
Yeah.
But you're not sure how many. You know it was more than one.
I'm pretty sure it was two.
Two. Okay. 2 shots. Where were you aiming on his body?
Just center.
Okay. So you're pretty sure 2 shots center mass.
Yeah.
He falls to the ground. You don't see Lori or Tylee anymore.
Correct.
You go to the kitchen, grab a rag for your head.
Yeah, toss some paper towels and wash my hands off.
And then go back to your room, put the gun down.
Yeah.
Grab your phone.
Yeah.
Come back to the kitchen and call in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they walked me through. I tried to do CPR.
Okay.
Like you really
Anything
did that.
else that you can think of that I need to know, or that's important to this?
That's all there is.
Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to know. I'm going to get a tech out here to take some photographs of you if you're okay with that.
That's fine.
So if you want to hang tight for me, you need the restroom or anything?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, hang tight for me. I'll be right back. I'm going to go have somebody take some photographs of your head.
Yeah.
I'll put this back in there. All right, be right back.
Thanks.
The way Alex thinks he's like one of the cops. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, thank you.
So look at that right there. No, he did not. That did not happen. Not the way that Alex says. They completely just ambushed him, meaning Charles, and then he shot him. What's this? Okay, right
Yes,
here.
sir. I'll take that.
Thanks.
Can I take a real quick look at your hands there?
Sure.
Okay. You know, you cut there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. Actually, you know what? Can we just hold off just a moment because I want to get someone to get a picture of
Sure.
this on your hand.
Yeah.
I'll try to expedite that just quick enough, and if not, I'll try to go grab a camera. Are you okay holding for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
He wanted to wash his hands off.
Ask you some questions about. Sure. So I see you got this on your. Is that from today?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got something on the back of your head. Do you have any other injuries? You feel any bruising anywhere else?
I don't feel anything.
Yeah, he sat there and just waited for Charles to die and bleed out or whatever's taking place.
Might have you take your shirt off
Sure.
and take a quick look and see if you got any marks or injuries back there.
Sure.
So I know you were hit in your head. Are you okay to stand up?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna have you stand up.
Yeah,
just
I
to make
agree,
sure
Lauren. I
it's
think
all
that
right.
Lori completely grabbed the phone to get a
I can do my
reaction
bladder after this.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
started off.
Okay,
And
so
then
y'all face me first.
What's that?
So
Face
turn and
us.
face me
Oh.
first. Basically, I'm gonna do a set of overall photographs
Sure.
and then we'll do your injuries one by
Okay.
one, okay? And then I'll swab your hands and it won't take that long. Just look right at me.
Now, were you, these are clothes you were wearing at the time of everything?
Okay, look right at me. Okay, turn to face that way with your whole body. Face the wall so your back's to me. Turn to your right. Okay, face me again. All right, and then if you
You know
can
what's
put-
sad when you're posing for photographs and you don't have a good side?
I mean, is this
You're
really
enough
the
like
time to
that.
make that joke?
Just a little bit. So you're tilted.
He's like, you know, I used to just stand up.
So you're like this, tilt.
Oh, hands
Okay,
tilted.
yeah.
Okay.
So you can stand up
All right.
straight. There you go.
Turns out we can move the camera around.
Okay, and then palms up. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna swab your hands right now,
Sure.
just so that
Yeah.
I'm not manipulating so much.
And then, yeah, as soon as she's all done here, I'll get you into, next one, take some pictures. I'll get you your end raise, I'll check your back out, and I'll let you go use the restroom, and I'll get you a new water. Or do you want soda or anything?
No, I'm good. Water would be good after, but
Okay.
not before.
Face mask, do you?
What's that?
Do the face mask.
Yeah, absolutely. I am a full service shop.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's either PPE or she's Chinese.
Maybe I'm feeling sick. I don't know if I've been sick.
Knowing her, I'm gonna go with sick.
You never know. We all have a little piece of everything in us, right?
No, around here, we come in contact with so many different people. And then everyone's got kids.
Yes.
And then you next thing you know, one person's sick, and it could be the middle of summer when there's nothing going around. And within a week, everyone's sick.
Yeah.
This is more just so I don't have my DNA on your
Very good.
swabs. I just don't need to have that mixed in there.
I miss the old days when I wasn't in the office. I was out in the field. Then I knew that I only had to deal with the people I was coming in contact with, not all this going on.
Yeah.
Is that your house down there?
No, I live in St. Valley.
Oh, okay.
No, it's my sister's house.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a nice neighborhood. I've never been in that neighborhood ever before.
It's a maze, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I had to sit forever to try to get a code to get inside.
I took Google Maps and I'm like, you're still not taking me where I need to go.
Everything south of Queen Creek is like that down there. When they built all those neighborhoods in the early 2000s, it was more aesthetically pleasing if it was circular and the roads didn't go straight.
Meandered and nobody could get in or out
Yeah.
without a Sherpa.
I grew up in the North Valley where everything's straight lines, but not down there.
Yeah, Alex seems so, I don't even know the word for it. Like, I don't know.
That arm.
Okay.
Relax it.
Move that one. Okay, this way.
Icky. Yeah, icky.
Combs and Ironwood.
Okay. Yes.
They finally finished Combs and Riggs. It connects.
Oh, wow, about time.
15 years too late.
Yeah.
They shut down Rittenhouse for a month to do that exchange of Combs and Rittenhouse.
Uh-huh.
You know, where it's a stupid
Yeah.
one lane left turn
Yeah,
thing.
if you want to go up to the workshop.
So they shut that down for a month to do this redo on this road.
Of course, the one area where most of the like tourist traffic for over there is the worst traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we shut that down.
Federal Drake, Adam Young Robert, 7765.
That's Pinell County, right?
I think so.
Yeah, explain it.
Okay, I'm gonna do a swab of the inside of your cheeks. It's just to get your own DNA
Sure.
that way.
Yes, this is, for those just joining, this is Alex Cox. This is Lori's brother. He's the one who shot Charles and killed the children and Tammy and who knows what else. And they're taking a DNA swab, that kind of stuff.
Just rub it on the inside on both sides.
Sure.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. True psychopath. Oh, true psychopath. Yeah, feeding it's allegedly killed
Right,
the children.
let
Yeah,
me finish with
we don't
this
know
part.
for a fact that he killed them.
So on the inside of this hand, there's no injury, right? That's
Right.
just dry
He
blood.
seemed to always be around when murder
That's
happened.
new. Okay, so if you could just put it
Allegedly.
like this. Okay. Do you know what that one's from?
This,
This one?
when we scuffled,
Okay.
Yeah, Chad totally had a hand in the kids as well, and Tammy.
I'm assuming.
Okay, just do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Alex to me was like
Is that just an old scar?
Yeah.
their lapdog. Like he believed, again, allegedly, I mean, I don't know the man. He believed supposedly all the stuff that they talked about 100%, no questions asked. Melanie Gibbs said that too, where she was just like, yep,
He's not his desk.
100%,
Um,
100%. Zombies, portals, 100%.
Okay, and no injuries on the top of your hands at all, right? Okay. Nothing else hurts on your arms? So no line.
Oh, I hope everything's
Yeah.
okay, Andy. Thank you.
Does it hurt only on this side or on this side too?
No, just on the,
Just
Just
where
right
that
there.
actually
Yeah.
is, okay.
yeah, it's just pimples and I got those ugly red moles.
True, Northwest.
So that wasn't another mark.
I don't know, I can't see the back of my head, so I'm sure it's not pretty.
It's just a stupid, cheesy one-liners. You know, this is what he was like when he was doing a stand-up comedy.
Still take it. Except for the lump there.
So I remember, like, what's her name? Lori's being interviewed, Tylee's being interviewed. They're all kind of spitting out the same type vibe or story. Alex definitely super casual. Lori super casual.
Step stool?
I have a viewer on my camera, so I can
Oh,
hold
nice.
the camera.
Yeah.
up.
I was just saying, I've never seen anything, ever seen this.
I got the adjustable LCD on my Sony.
Okay.
They're really nice.
Yeah, it makes you be able to see different angles without having to.
Yeah, you can
He wants
shoot
to be included
crazy
so
angles and still
bad.
see what you're doing. You don't have to have your eye behind the camera. It's really nice.
All right, I'm gonna have you sit just so I can do a couple more.
Okay.
That one is, the other one's maybe I'll shake it a little bit because it's heavy to hold this.
Especially when you're holding up at an angle like that.
I'll be excited when they switch to the new mirrorless. Those things are light. Awesome.
My wife has one of those.
I love that thing. I just got one about 6 months ago.
You said the Sony?
Yeah, the A7 III.
I think she has the A6 something.
Nice. It's 600
Yeah, I think
to
that's
6,000. I think is it.
it's one.
Okay.
So she doesn't let me use it.
Let me get your shirt.
Sure.
I just know what it costs.
Yeah. I own this one at home and this is an expensive camera.
We also use it commercially too.
Like that.
What's that one?
This one is the 700, or
Nikon.
750.
Oh, the D750. Oh, those are really nice.
So it's full frame.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really nice.
It's 32
You know,
megapixel
he's so
resolution.
bad.
So
It's
have you
like
seen that,
wanting to walk them
you wanna
into,
check
well,
under
we
your
do a
shirt?
podcast. We use the camera for that. Yeah. You should check it out.
Let's see.
Normally a little red right here.
Yeah.
Okay, just normal. Okay.
It's called As the Portal Turns.
Just wanted to show. I'm just gonna take
Sure.
a photo that they're shopping there.
Yeah.
No, I don't see any.
Okay, and then facing.
Obviously, if you later on
Yeah.
realize or feel you got a
Sure.
wound forming, it may not be visible now, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll get a photograph of that.
Okay.
No, he'll cook something up.
So
Don't
like
worry.
you said, your neck's pretty red, but that's normal, right?
What's that?
I just want to make sure. So you're pretty.
Yeah,
red
that's
there.
more from driving and the sun's always
It's
on my
just the
neck.
sun,
Yeah.
okay.
You can't
Just
ever
wanna
get
make
enough
sure.
shade
No.
driving a truck.
All right, so
Mhm.
that's all I need, right?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
He's such a doofus. That's the word, doofus. Absolute doofus. Yeah, he's gonna leave that blood on there. He doesn't want that to go anywhere.
All right, sorry about that.
That's
Sorry
all
about that. Thanks for your patience.
No worries.
All right, so
It's fun staring at nothing.
so just want to kind of go back through a couple things
Yes.
real quick.
Yep.
Your sister had mentioned something kind of historically. I guess she said she just recently moved back. She went to Houston or somewhere, and then recently moved back about 3 weeks ago. She was saying something about Charles texting your other brother. Is it Andy?
Adam?
Adam? Do you know anything about that? Okay.
No.
So I'll kind of walk through an order.
Sure.
When you when the argument initially came your way, you said you were on the phone?
No.
Okay, you were just in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said you were on the phone.
No.
So you weren't on the phone with anybody.
No, my phone was in that room.
Okay, your phone was in the room, so were you.
Yeah.
And then they came your way.
Yeah.
And then you're not sure where Lori and Tylee were when you came
When
back.
I came
with
back
the
out,
gun.
that's correct.
Okay. Where was your gun at in the room?
It was in my bag in a case at the foot of the bed. So
Okay.
the bed is here, and then the gun was here in a case.
Okay. Inside like a duffel bag or something?
Yeah, it was like a zip, a little orange bag.
Okay.
And then my case was in there.
Okay. Is it the hard plastic?
Yeah, the hard
case?
plastic with the foam and the extra clips and everything.
Okay. Is there a reason you spent the night there last night?
No, not really.
Okay.
Just hang out. We were going to hang out today.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Excellent
Did
question.
your sister ever tell you she was concerned for her safety or well-being for Charles coming there?
No.
Okay.
But watching him interact with her, I was.
Okay. So, do you normally carry a gun with you?
Yeah.
Okay. But you didn't have it on your person during this?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Lauren, 13 months.
When we
That's
talked
amazing.
about Tylee basically having the bat, Charles taking the bat
Yeah.
away from Tylee, you said there was a struggle after that.
Yeah.
What happened?
I grabbed him from behind,
Okay.
and then we went to the ground. And then we separated, and he hit me, and then that's when I left.
Okay. So you grabbed him from behind,
Yeah.
and how come you grabbed him from behind?
Because he was in front of me, and he was going after Tyler with the bat.
What was he doing with the bat?
No, he just grabbed it from her, and then I jumped in. I don't know what he was
Okay.
doing with it.
So he was going after Tylee with
Yes,
the bat,
yes.
and you grabbed him from behind,
Yes.
around the neck, or
Over the shoulder like this.
okay, you grabbed him from behind.
Yeah.
You pulled him back, and you guys
I pulled him
went
back.
to
We
the
both
ground.
went to the ground. Yeah.
Okay. Did you see him swing the bat at you?
No.
Okay. So you pulled him to the ground. You got back up.
I got back up. He hit me in the back of the head. I don't know if it was with the bat or not. I assumed it was
Okay.
because he had it.
Okay.
Um,
So he hit you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And you go to the room.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't know where Lori or Tylee are when you go back to the room.
correct.
Okay. You come back from the room.
Yeah.
And you basically get you initial or mark kind of here on this corner.
Yeah.
That you're basically at the corner of the living room.
Roughly, well, this is the hallway here, so there's like a wall here that divides the kitchen.
Okay.
So I'm somewhere in this area.
Okay. And he's in the living room.
Yes.
And he still has the bat.
Yes.
Is he now focused at you, or is
Yes.
he focused at Lori?
He's
Or
focused at me. He's
Okay.
yelling at me, and he moves towards me.
what was he saying to you? Do you remember?
Not really.
Please don't shoot me. Please don't
I
shoot
just
me.
remember yelling.
Okay.
And then I was watching more body language. And when someone aggressively comes at you,
Okay. Are you?
Corrections
Do you have your
to-
CCW?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're. So he's basically coming at you and he's yelling. You're watching his body language.
yeah,
Okay, I want to stop here for a second and bring up this point because Donna makes an amazing, excellent, good point that I keep thinking here too, or something along these lines. So Donna's up here talking about the fact that Alex told him about going into his bedroom to fetch the gun, and cops asked, "Why didn't you stand there? Proof it wasn't self-defense." Here's the thing: listen to this story here. The way that this is like, oh, he was going to do this and going to do that, and blah 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 blah. This does not sound like. There's so many other options that could have taken if this was truly like what they were saying, you know what I mean? There's so many other options that could have taken place prior to shooting him. It doesn't make sense. This is why I'm like, how did this even pass the vibe check? Right? On multiple levels. Like, just think of the cases we watch and whatnot, where you know what I mean? It's just, it doesn't make sense. The fact that they're able to sit here and just spew all this stuff out, oh, Tyler poked him and then, he grabbed the bat and then he pulled it back. Well, I don't know. I mean, I grabbed it from him first, and it doesn't make sense. So it's like, how were they able to just talk? I don't even say talk their way out of it. I mean, literally, it's just like, oh yeah, here we go. Hey. So anyways, there's that. Okay, here we go.
You said you told him, and I didn't, when we're talking, I'm trying to not take notes and listen to what you're saying.
I'm trying to calm the situation.
Okay.
I'm going to drop your bat, and he's fuck you and whatever.
Okay.
Coming at me in.
Did you ever tell him to leave, or did you just say drop the bat, or?
First, I just said drop the bat.
Okay. And then did you say anything else after that?
I didn't have time.
Okay. So he came after you with the bat. Yep. He's kind of holding it in his hand.
I got his right hand.
Okay. You fire a couple times.
Yep.
And then you go to the kitchen.
Correct.
And then back to the bedroom.
Yes.
Okay. When you went back to the bedroom, you washed your hands.
No,
wash your hands in the kitchen.
Yep.
You put your gun back in your room.
Yep.
Where'd you set it at?
It's on the floor.
Okay, so you set it on the floor. Get your phone.
Yep.
Call 911.
Yep.
And then when did you realize Lori had gone? Did you call her?
No.
Okay. So you call 911. Did you do CPR on him?
I did.
Okay.
I tried.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But you weren't on. I must have mistaken you. I thought you said you were on the phone when.
Oh yeah, no.
Did you hear them arguing about his phone?
I don't. All I heard was her say, "Don't touch me," and then him.
Okay.
Coming right after her.
Okay. You said that a couple months ago, Tylee was at your house, and he came over. What happened? Tell me a little bit more about that.
He was going insane trying to locate Lori because Lori wasn't talking to him.
Okay.
They had split up. So he was bugging everybody in the family, blowing up their emails, phones, just sending text messages, just anything he could do to try and get somebody to tell Lori to contact him. So he was just spazzing out. So Tylee and I were pulling up to my house, and he followed us, and then he sped up and blocked my driveway. And he got out and ran up to me real aggressively, like he was going to do something. And he just stopped and talked. And then Tylee got out and yelled at him. And then that lasted, I don't know, 15 minutes in the front.
Okay.
A lot of screaming at Tylee at Charles, and Charles trying to leave and her not letting him because she wanted to get everything out that was bothering her.
Okay. So he didn't go after Tylee at that time.
Physically, he did not do
Okay.
anything.
Have you spent a lot of time around Charles?
Yeah.
Is he hot-headed?
Not normally.
Okay. So have you ever, besides the argument between him and Tylee, have you ever seen him like you saw him today?
No.
Okay.
No.
How would you describe him today?
Very aggressive.
Okay.
Physically aggressive. Going after Tylee, going after Lori, going after me.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen him behave like that, and I was shocked.
Okay. How long have they been together?
15 years, maybe?
Okay.
A good while.
And Did they live here before?
Yeah, they lived here a couple times.
Okay.
They lived here. They lived in Austin. Then they moved. And they moved to Chandler. Then they moved to Hawaii. And they moved back here. And then I think they split up. And then she went to live with Houston for 2 months, and that wasn't working out. So then she came back here and got a place.
Okay.
And then he had just come back out here.
And he got a place, or she came back out here and got a place. How long ago was that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Within 2 months.
Okay. So the last couple of months. But she never said anything about having you come over because she didn't feel safe with him or because he was showing up or anything like that. Okay. Is it normal for you?
She had expressed that he had threatened her in some email and text messages,
Okay.
saying he was going to stop her, destroy her, or something to that effect.
When did she tell you that?
Well, I don't know, a couple weeks ago when she got the text.
Okay. So that was a couple weeks ago, was it?
We talked about it, but it wasn't anything.
Gotcha.
On
So
the top of my head.
you weren't under the impression that she had you there to make
No.
sure that he was,
No.
didn't cause an issue or anything like that. And you had the gun used, so you didn't bring a gun for that purpose.
I always carry it.
Okay.
I had my other gun in the truck, and then my niece just gave me a gun. I thought we'd maybe go to the shooting range, and because my niece gave me a 380.
Okay.
She didn't want it anymore.
Gotcha.
So I was going to take it for my sister because she's got tiny hands. I was going to let her shoot it.
Okay. Just recreational for
Yeah.
sport, not because you
Always,
felt she needed
always
it
target.
for
No, targets.
self-protection or anything.
No, I never considered Charles to be violent or a threat before today.
Okay. And when you grabbed him, when he was going after Tylee
Yeah.
and your sister,
Yeah.
you grabbed him around the shoulder, you yank him to the
Yeah.
ground, but you never saw him swing the bat at you at that time.
Correct.
Okay.
When
you got up,
Yeah.
what happened right after you got up?
Well, we went to the ground and separated, and then I was getting up like this, and just my head bounced.
Okay. So as you were getting
Yeah.
up is when you felt the strike to the head. And then you got up, what did you do? Did you go?
I just went straight to the room
Okay.
because I said, hey, this needs to calm down,
Okay.
and that's what I was hoping would happen.
So when you got back with the gun, you were assuming that he was gonna,
I thought he would back down at that point.
okay. And he didn't.
He did not.
Okay. Anything else you could think of that I need to know that we haven't talked about?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. You don't need any medical attention for your head?
I'd like to get that cut cleaned up.
Okay. I think we're almost done,
Yeah.
so if
Sure.
we're almost done, we'll probably get you and Lori and Tylee back to the house. You won't be able to go in.
Yeah.
Because we're working under
Sure.
as a scene.
Yeah, absolutely.
How did the injury on your arm happen?
I'm guessing somewhere in the tussle.
Okay. Were there any strikes thrown besides you getting hit in the back of the head?
No, just me shoving him.
Okay. And that was initial in the bedroom.
That was exactly.
Okay.
That's when I got involved.
Okay. And then the only other time we got physical with anybody is when he was going after Lori and Tylee, and you grabbed him around the neck,
Correct.
dragged him back, and you both
Yes.
fell to the ground.
That's correct.
Okay. No, we're just running a criminal history to make sure that
Yeah.
you're not a prohibited possessor. So there's no felony convictions.
Correct. There was a confessed felony, aggravated assault,
Okay.
in Austin, Texas, in 2007. I think.
Have your rights been restored? Or are you
Oh,
legally
yeah.
able to?
Yeah,
okay, so your rights are restored. You're
All done.
able to possess a
I was
firearm.
never convicted.
Oh, okay.
Pled guilty, but they had deferred adjudication in Texas, so I completed probation, and then
Gotcha.
that was that.
Okay, so it's an open-ended thing. So it's
Yes.
a misdemeanor now.
Well, whatever. It's just on there as a whatever. I don't know what the technical record is.
Okay.
I know I went to court, and she said all your rights are restored, and gave me the paper, and I'll find out
Gotcha.
after 4 years.
All right, hang tight. I'm gonna go see if they're done with Lori. We'll get you guys all together so we can get you out of here.
Good deal.
And just make sure that the people that are monitored don't have any other questions that I need to ask.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate your patience, man.
No problem.
So helpful. Him and Lori are just sitting there, like, all right. We really snowed them over on this one.
Go by Alex or Alex?
Yeah, Alex.
Alex. All right, we're just gonna walk over and we'll go to where your sister is.
Sure.
Here's that. Oh, is that what you're wearing when you all
Yeah,
this went down? Okay, just make sure.
Mm-hmm. And that's it on this. So, you know, let me get back to y'all over here. Hold on. Pardon me. So here's the thing. You know, we heard Lori's version yesterday. We hear Alex's version here. Now, if you had to ask me, I would say this cop here is asking a few more of the pertinent questions that are just like, well, what about this and what about that? Because I just feel like even listening from like a what do you call it? Like from like the sofa point of view, I feel like listening to this cop and the questions that he's asking, it's like, pardon me, it's almost like you're getting like it's almost like they're getting there of being like, well, what about this? What about that? Because think about how many people get convicted on less than this, right? He's talking about he had a baseball bat and a little tussle happens, and next thing you know, he's got a gun out, and Lori and them have left the house. Like it's such a crazy story. That's why I'm like, and does anybody know off the top of your head how long? I mean, obviously, I know it wasn't like right away or whatever. How was it? How do you say it? How long was it from here that the cops went back and looked at the stuff and was like, something's not right? Does anybody know how long that took? And yeah, we'll hear from the cops here not too long from here. Hold on, bookworms. Wait, hold on. Where'd y'all go? Cops were suspicious and he ruled it a homicide. Prosecutors declined to press charges. I mean, afternoon cops started pulling CCTV. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 7 years too long. Yeah, it's just listening to it's so frustrating because again, you know, obviously we know now hindsight what took place, you know, after and whatnot. But just to sit here and listen to him and Lori spin their tale. Because to me, and again, I don't know them, but you can catch the couple of times where, like Lori, where she got caught up a little bit. There's a couple of times in this where Alex, I feel like, pauses a little bit, like, oh, you know, because I think really what happened is they went in, Lori antagonized Charles. Whether Tylee came out with the bat and did all that, you know, I don't know. We'll never really know the true truth of how that played out. You know, Charles could have grabbed the bat from her. I do not think he came at Tylee trying to harm her. And I think that basically Lori and Alex finagled the scenario. And once they had kind of gotten him going, that's when Lori grabs everybody and goes because she knows that Alex is going to kill him. There was never going to be any put the thing down or whatever. It was an ambush. He spent the night to plan that up. That way he was surprised when they got there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's literally just what it was. Yeah, what we'll do is, pardon me, tomorrow night we're going to watch, and let me make sure before I speak. This is going to kind of be the same vibe. We're going to watch, let me see here, Tylee, Ryan. We're going to watch Tylee's police interview tomorrow night. Obviously, do some recap of, you know, the court session for tomorrow and whatnot, yada, yada. And yeah, if you want to watch it and it's full, just type in Tylee Ryan police interview. Like that's it's on Law and Crime, simply as we just watched it here. So we'll hear her story too. And those are the three main components there before going into trial are what, you know, I want to refresh my memory on and so on and so forth so we can get that story down. Now, obviously we know, right? Lori is, you know, Lori's pulling the strings here. Okay. So I don't fault Tylee for anything. personally, I think that Lori was probably, and if you want to use the word brainwashing, gaslight, whatever you want to call it, relationships between each and every person for years, right? This is just how she worked. So, because it's been a minute since I wanted to hear the, how do you say it? The choreography, if you will, of what they're each saying took place, right? Like how they're saying it played out. Lori's is way more moment by moment. Moment by moment. I looked to the left and then I came over here and then I moved over to behind the chair and then I did this. And again, the police know more about this type of stuff because to me, I mean, how many times have I heard somebody talk about something like this? Well, I mean, obviously, as much as we watch here. Oh, thank you, Slow, for being a member for 8 months and for the theme song. For those just joining, Slow Morrison is one who did the intro and outro song. Same song, but the intro and outro. So I forgot what I was saying. But regardless, the choreography. So hearing that, that's what I was saying. I remember now. So I feel like cops who listen to this kind of stuff a lot, which at this point we might listen to just as many. I don't know, but this just doesn't sound right. The vibe also seems off. In my mind, if you're in a scenario where you are having to kill someone in self-defense, like as soon as you do that and they're down, you are on the phone, you're 911, you're running out of the house, you are frightened, you are scared. Alex is casually now we already know this is not self-defense, right? But the story he's selling, I'm just like, I personally, if I was Alex, I would have been like, oh, as soon as it was done, I called 911. I was so scared, whatever. He's like, oh, I went to the thing and put the gun down. I washed my hands, and we know it took like forever for him to actually call the paramedics. You know that he probably called. Well, I don't have the facts in front of me if he called Lori first, but he let Charles die, like bleed out or whatever, if he wasn't killed right away. He wasn't going to do CPR, please, right? I mean, come on, that's a given. He did that about as much as Sarah Boone did CPR. Sitting there with the wine and cigarette smoking. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 10, 50, sub, whatever. But you would be visibly upset, and neither of them are. I mean, what's it? Not Charles. Alex over there making jokes, laughing and cackling. Lori's over there doing. The vibe is completely off. Completely off. I'm totally doing it to stop making me count. I mean, seriously. Yeah, unless it's just another day to them. Exactly. It's so weird. Yeah, I would expect a lot of a nervous energy as well. And you don't see that here. So, I mean, it's sad. Again, I think Charles knew. I think when Charles walked in and what's his name, Alex came around the corner, whatever they did, he knew, right? He knew exactly what was going down. He knew exactly. Alex seemed to be the last face a lot of people saw. Of their moment of reckoning or whatever you want to call it that they came to with him. Yeah, and he had, in my opinion, Alex and Lori had a very creepy relationship. Hey, Dwayne. Dwayne says, I noticed Alex's voice accent sound a lot like Charlie Adelson. I close my eyes and I say, oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I hope you're doing okay, Dwayne. Yeah, I'm surprised that they let him go out. Yeah, Lauren says Charles texted Adam and said Alex is here. They knew 100% why Alex was there. Yep, absolutely. And everybody just sticking up for him. I mean, just can do no wrong. And here we are. And of course, look, Alex is dead now too. Allegedly by natural causes, but that's whatever. So we'll see. So yeah, Alex is Lori's brother. So Alex Cox, the guy who we just watched, is Lori's brother. Adam Cox, who I believe we will see in trial, maybe, I can't remember. He is also Lori's brother, or Lori and Alex's brother. Lori also has a sister, Summer Shiflett. I'm not sure if she's going to be in the trial or not. We'll see. I agree, Kath. Now, Alex married a woman named Zulema. One of the tokens here with this crowd and like the doomsday thing, whatever, is they get married very quickly. And I'm talking about, like, hey, we're hooking up in a week, right? Like, here we go. So he married Zulema, and she's another rogue. We might try and get to her, whatever you call it, interview. I would, out of her and Julie Rowe, I would like to watch Julie first. They're both infuriating, for different reasons, but just to listen to, when you get a clearer picture of the belief system that these people went down, and like some of them try and back out of it. Yeah, Summer was very interesting. Oh gosh, excuse me. Yeah, Julie Rowe, my goodness. Oh yeah, where are the both? Jake. Well, Jake walked off. Jake said, Jake said y'all can keep. Jake said you can keep one and two. Bo, are you here? Luke they were both under my blankie a minute ago. Oh, here we go. And then Luke went in the bedroom, and then Bo, hey, you want to come say hey? He's like, no. Bo. Oh, he's very upset. Yeah, I didn't want to. You want to say hey? Oh, he's in a grouchy mode. I'm disturbing his sleep. Look at this little precious face. This is little Bo. We went on a big walk today. We went up our first flight of stairs, or we went down our first flight of big stairs. And we were a very brave boy. We got scared of the first one, and then we ran right down them. We chased 2 pigeons. And what else did we find on the walk? We saw cars. Yeah. No other dogs. Come here. You're just a melty little puppy. You know how when they're like tired, they're like little, like just melted into you? Yeah. What's your little beard? You're so cute. Good boy. Daddy loves you. Yes. You want to go back to your little bed now? He has that little puppy smell on his ears. You know what I'm talking about? It's so cute, little soft feet. Yes, good boy. Good boy. It's okay. Yes, here you go. Look, say good night. Are you up now? This is, in a minute, it's getting ready to be chaos here. They've been very quiet for like an hour and a half, so you already know. Okay, you already know it's about to get turned up in here, okay? He's shaking off over there. He's like, here we go. Let's tear stuff up. He's like, let's tear everything up in this place. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Yeah, I took them to the vet the other day, and Bo still weighs 3.5 pounds. He hasn't grown like a month. And Luke weighs 4.5. And it's so funny because Luke feels more, when I say bony, not in a bad way, but like, just like, I don't know how you describe it. Like, Bo feels like a puddle of hair, like literally. He feels like a puddle of hair, whereas Luke is more like you're picking up a little dog. You know what I mean? He's still cuddly, but oh wait, Laura says thank you. Can we send some love and thought? Oh god, she's still in the hospital. Chrissy Lee, y'all know her from the chat room. She's still in the hospital. God bless her. Is she doing okay, Lauren? Yeah, 3.5 pounds. It is funny. And it's funny as they look bigger. Bo, come here. Look, let's see if he'll come back over. Come here. You want to come say hey again or no? You over it? You want your little bed? Can y'all see him? Wait, hold on. You want your bed? Or do you want this bed? You have to tuck him in. You want your bed? So you have to hold this up. See him? There you go. And then he tucks him in. Isn't that cute? Yeah, so he likes he likes to either hold this up or he's under this one right here, this little flap, and it comes up with it. You see his little ears. And that's where he'll sleep under there. And then Luke's the one who sleeps. He likes to be in your lap. Yeah, I was talking about Iowa travel nurses talking about Lori's face. It is interesting and stuff. You can tell mentally and physically it's taken a toll on her. You know, like just living in this whatever world she lives in, you know, nonstop. You know, just this whole also side note, which I mean, I guess they're codependents. You want to Chad Daybell's know we're on the thing for this, right? I would love to know she tried to get up with him throughout this, like this trial right here. Anna Nora says, I'm not sure how she is. Wait, oh, she hasn't gotten back to me. I don't want to keep bothered, but I do know. Okay. Oh, Lord, I hope she's okay. She goes through it, I swear. God bless her. Yeah, I heard that she meaning Lori, threw a tantrum in court today. 100%. Yeah, Trex asked, is Chad still on tour? I would love to know. I would love to know. Absolutely love to know what Chad thinks of her. If he's snapped out of it. You know, Lori's like, you know, that's my husband. I'm married. Does he still say the same about her? Or is he just like, oh, God, Lori, I wish I'd never met her. Hear me out. Thank you. It says, I used to tuck my cats in, but eventually my doctor said I was risking permanent nerve and tendon damage from scratches if I didn't stop doing it. What would they scratch you when you did it? Hear me out. Yeah, Chad's a ghost now. Yeah, absolutely. And again, he's one that I wonder how is he doing behind bars, right? Like, is he paying people off with honey buns to be protected, or is he like running like the what do you call it, the cell block church or something? Can you imagine? Imagine if he's doing this BS behind bars, selling little books on toilet paper. Can you imagine? I sold 5 toilet paper books yesterday. The unit was very excitable yesterday. My new release came out. I've been penning it on some prison paper, if you will. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like the loin fire stuff that Easton and Lori? We set up a booth in the yard and we sold so many books. Ugh. It's the reason I make fun of it too is it's the self-importance, right? If any normal person, you do you, boo. You go sell your books, you do your thing, whatever. But with this crowd, every one of them, okay, this level of self-importance with them is sickening. Mostly because we see what it led to, right? It's absolutely infuriating. Yeah, he's selling off that little car. So it's just, that's why I make fun of it in that context, because it absolutely gets under my skin. Oh yeah, Sparkle says, Lori's pacing back and forth in her cell practice, and oh, you know it. She's putting in that work tonight. She is putting in that work. She's in the portal right now. She's like, baby, I ain't gonna let them get me in this trial like they did that last one, baby. Okay, no. I need you to send me some telekinesis powers, baby. Chaz's name is Chatelaine, right? So Lori's trial. Now, one of the tweets I read, the judge or somebody was saying, like, I think we can get the crowd, the jury seated by the 3rd, maybe, right? So they had day 1 of jury selection. It sounds like they got through. Now, when I say this was like not in person. This was like the paper. I forget how they even described it. So it was day 1, jury selection. They went through a bunch of stuff. They had a bunch of hearings, motions, stuff like this, whatever. They went through groups of people. And it sounds like they did pretty good with that. So we'll see. So here's what we'll do, everybody. I'm going to run. And that's kind of it. So what we'll do is tomorrow evening, we'll watch Tylee's interview. And then from there, we're just basically kind of waiting to see once trial starts. And once it starts, we're going to, just kind of dedicate everything to following that. If we do lives in the evening, it'll be to, recap, yada, 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 so on and so forth. So that's it. Thank you to all the moderators for hanging out, for making the sofa cushions fluffed and nice and keeping me in line. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Sofa Squad, for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for the theme song, which we're getting ready to play. And that's it. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I might publish on the main channel there's 2 videos. I'm going to do a recap one, and then the one that I did the other day that they've already kind of answered to it, but I have it. So I'm like, well, I might as well put it out. But that'll be in the main channel for tomorrow. And that's it. Thank y'all, everybody. I will see y'all tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. I love
The pillows are fluff thanks to Miss Emily. The couch is wide enough. Join the family. It's all love while we laugh at Perk's criminalities. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup at hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Ooh, oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credential stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup and hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough. Oh, please, the puppies need me. Oh, please, my body is rejecting none of that fancy credentialed stuff. I'm just here for the cringe binge. Hey, 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 welcome to the Sofa Squad. Sipping from the cup that hey, 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 come laugh with the Sofa Squad. Can't roll my damn eyes hard enough.